Hi everyone, I'm Dave and I love movies. So, welcome to my podcast, The Reaction Shot. In each episode, I'll dive deep into a movie of any genre that holds a special place in my heart. But here's the twist. I bring on a guest who has never seen that movie before, until now. We discuss, dissect, and review from pre to post-production to behind-the-scenes stories and well into its impact on pop culture. Will we agree on everything, or will we have wildly different views? Thanks for hitting play. Let's roll tape and find out. Fade in. Hey everyone, welcome to episode 14 of the Reaction Shot podcast. Today's episode is another in the Smash Cut series. Unlike the POV episodes, Smash Cut is a short breakdown and review of a movie that I recently watched and consists only of my reaction shot. The film in focus today is Twisters, a disaster action thriller directed by Lee Isaac Chung. Its screenplay was written by Mark L. Smith and based on a story by Joseph Kosinski. The film stars Daisy Edgar Jones as Kate Carter, Glenn Powell as Tyler Owens, Anthony Ramos as Javi, Brandon Perea as Boone, Mara Tierney as Kathy, Harry Hayden Patton as Ben, Sasha Lane as Lily, Daryl McCormick as Jeb, Kiernan Shipka as Addie, and David Cornsweet as Scott. The film was released theatrically in the United States on July 19th, 2024, and is also, as of today, available on demand to buy or rent through digital retailers such as Apple TV, Amazon Prime Video, Fandango at Home, or wherever it is that you buy or rent your movies. It currently does not have a physical release date on DVD, Blu-ray, or 4K UHD discs. The film is rated PG-13 for intense action and peril, some language, and injury images. Twisters was developed on a budget of an estimated $155 million and has accumulated $362.7 million at the box office as of September 5th. The film follows Kate Carter, a meteorologist and former storm chaser who is haunted by a devastating natural disaster that changed her life just 5 years ago. She is soon reunited with a former storm-chasing colleague named Javi, who offers her a 1-week trial position with his team. Here she will be testing out a new tornado scanning radar system. Though hesitant at first, Kate changes her mind when Javi shares a news article about a tornado that destroyed an entire town without warning. Seeing this as an opportunity to help save lives, Kate agrees and joins his team. She, along with Javi, head to Oklahoma to begin their studies and storm chasing. Popular YouTube storm chaser Tyler Owens, also known as the Tornado Wrangler, and his team have also come to Oklahoma in preparation for the predicted tornado outbreak. Together, these two teams of storm chasers witness a terrifying phenomena of storm cells unleashing havoc all over the state. They all find themselves together in the ultimate fight for their lives and others. Lee Isaac Chung's Twisters is a follow-up to Jan de Bont's 1996 disaster thriller Twister, starring Bill Paxton and Helen Hunt. Twisters is a loose sequel due to its lack of connections to the original film. Other than the addition of Dorothy and some callback moments, there's no real tie to any of its characters or events. Honestly, Twisters is a very entertaining film. I was very hesitant going into a sequel to the massive 1996 blockbuster success that was Twister. A sequel to the film had been a hot topic in Hollywood for many years. Every time it would get close to being greenlit, something would happen. Even Twister star Helen Hunt pitched her own idea for a follow-up sequel. It wasn't until Joseph Kosinski pitched his idea and presented the story to Universal executives that a sequel was set. I was unable to see Twisters on the big screen, let alone in a 4DX theater or an IMAX as intended. However, even at home on a 70-inch television with Dolby Atmos surround sound, Twisters still feels larger than life. It's filled with a lot of intense action sequences, fleshed out characters, and heart. The tornadoes here are massive and very aggressive, and the visual effects are insanely lifelike. One really cool thing about Twisters is that it was shot on film to create a timeless aesthetic instead of being filmed all digitally. This gives a little bit more of a grainy old school vibe, which I really enjoyed. The cast all do an exceptional job here. Stars Daisy Edgar Jones and Glenn Powell are given material for two very relatable characters. On top of that, their on-screen chemistry really shines. Twisters feels like one big science experiment, and I enjoyed being there for the presentation. One thing to note is that Twisters lacks some of the bigger suspense moments that the original one did. These moments are now presented as really big action sequences. Think of Twisters like Jurassic World in comparison to Jurassic Park. Jurassic World did the same exact thing in terms of stripping the suspense out and relying more on the action and big set pieces. That's not to say that this is a bad thing, it's just to say that the suspense is pretty much almost non-existent. On the flip of that, I will say that Twisters has the upper hand on Twister when it comes to heart. There's a lot of heart in Twisters. This helps keep us grounded a little bit with the characters in between the action. I found myself really caring for some of these characters, which is often missing from movies of this caliber. I had such a good time with Twisters. Twister's Rotten Tomatoes score is currently sitting at a 75% certified fresh on the Tomato Reader, based on 377 critic reviews, as well as an impressive 91% average audience rating. It currently holds a 6.7 out of 10 on IMDb, and has an average rating of 3.4 out of 5 on Letterboxd. Now, this brings us to my reaction shot. Though Twisters isn't a perfect movie, Twisters is a really good movie. It's fast-paced, it's fleshed out, and it's entertaining. It may not hold the nostalgic feel that the original Twister did, but I do think that it created a whole new world for newer audiences. It gives us just enough to love and recognize from the original film, but also gives us a bunch of new things to expand the world and the future of the franchise. I give the film an 8 out of 10. So whenever you have some free time and feel like watching a pretty entertaining disaster action thriller, check out Twisters. I really don't think you'll be disappointed. And thank you for listening to the Reaction Shot Podcast Smash Cut episode, where I zoomed in on Twisters. Until next time, have a really good day. Thanks, everyone.